IVM.
The RAF, I'm forgetting the full name, someone can look this up. The RAF, they were completely outnumbered. But they knew their areas better or something. And the Royal Air Force. Wow, I could have just guessed that. I could have just guessed that.
He was right there.
Yeah, I was really
right there. It's like laptop ka password 1 2 3 4 5.
What's the British known for?
So I'm done with my genre. You're done with yours.
No, I'm
No.
done with you. You are not.
So
done with
you're
yours.
not done
with
with
mine?
your genre.
Why are you talking about my genre yet?
No.
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
अब्बास ने अपना creepy fantasy को जो social message बनाया ना.
And then he also starts questioning the whole idea of consent. I'm like, they don't know I'm looking at them naked. But if I come forward with it, will I be labeled a creep and will I be cancelled? Okay.
Dika,
I hope you got that. I hope you
the
got that.
only woman in the room.
Yeah, she just,
Dika
Yeah,
goes
it's too
like,
bad. I want a woman.
goes like, yeah, boss.
yeah.
That's creepy.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Pop Rap. I'm Antariksh. We're joined by Abbas
Hello.
and Snayhil.
हेलो मुझे हमने सांस रोक ली थी दोनों
कि
ने
हम अपना
कि
नाम
अब
खुद
बोलने वाले
बोलेंगे।
हैं joined by Abbas.
Hey man, you know I don't let anyone speak. I'll
That's
speak
true.
for all of you
Yes.
guys. So, but what are we talking about today, Abbas? So what are we talking about today?
Should we leave? No, so we're doing a second edition of our Pop Rap Wishlist.
Yes.
अगर आपने पहला एपिसोड नहीं देखा उसका तो we'll link it in the description, check it out. But what we basically do is we take 3 categories and we pitch our ideas. We pitch our pitches
to the powers of Bollywood.
to the
that
powers
we-
of Bollywood and everybody watching
Yeah.
and listening of what we would like that movie to be. So, for example, last edition, so we talked about what's a genre we would like to see more of, what's a historical event we would like to see a movie or TV show made on, or what's a biopic जिसके ऊपर हम picture या
And if
TV
I
show.
remember correctly, I had won that episode.
There are winners in this.
That's okay.
So we're gonna do exactly that today, but one category has been flipped. Instead of biopic, we are doing a superpower.
A superhero film.
A superhero flick.
जिसमें हम लोग सुपर हीरो भी खुद ही बना रहे हैं, उसका पावर भी हम ही बना रहे हैं, उसका थोड़ा बहुत
Casting
प्लॉट
भी
भी
हम ही
दे
कर
रहे
रहे
हैं.
हैं. And the cast is not Abbas.
अगर उसमें कोई बार सीन होगा then we'll think.
Then.
So
Imagine if Abbas becomes the go-to bartender.
that's my
awesome.
alter ego.
Yeah.
That's my alter ego.
That's the same
superhero.
character. That's a connecting character across all these movies. and
The
universes.
Boomerverse.
Okay, great. What do you guys want to
So
start
let's
with?
begin. Let's
So
begin.
you guys actually gave us a lot of great feedback for the last episode. I'm just introducing it, thoda, getting into it.
Yeah.
You guys were very, very nice to us about the last episode, so we thought we should definitely be continuing the series.
Yeah.
Because it seems like something that could be more longer running.
Basically जब हमारे पास नहीं होता है टॉपिक हम इनमें से
हाँ.
निकाल लेते हैं.
That's
Actually हमारे पास
But
होता है
that's-
टॉपिक बॉलीवुड पिक्चर ने रिलीज
Release
करेगा तो हम
करना
क्या
है.
correct,
करेंगे.
but that's the most ideal scenario. When
Yeah.
you don't have things that are happening every week.
Yeah.
You
How do
suggest.
you come up with new content? What do you guys want to start with?
Should we start with historical event?
Yeah, I'm happily. I'll start with historical event.
ये अंतरिक्ष सबसे प्रिपेयर्ड.
But see, I'm happy talking about this event, but it's a very fucked up event that happened in history.
Wow. Okay.
एक
So you
second.
start.
एक second.
Go ahead.
क्या ये 2001 और 2003 के बीच में है?
No, not at all.
अच्छा फिर.
Mine is based in the 40s.
Oh.
1940s.
7.
नहीं. Independence Day एक और picture.
मेरा
Like there are not enough movies.
मेरा 1930s का है.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
मेरा पता नहीं.
कौन start कर रहा है? You want to start?
I'll start.
ठीक है.
So, have you guys seen the poster of Keep Calm and Move On?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you know the history behind that poster?
It's to enlist people in the United States
No.
military. Oh.
No. It's firstly a UK poster.
Oh right. I'm
That
thinking
the
of
publicized-
I Want You. That
Yeah.
Uncle Sam
Yeah,
Hassan.
no, not that one.
Yeah.
Uncle Sam thing.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
not that. So the Keep Calm and Move On poster, we've all seen it. If you just look up this phrase, you'll understand the
Yeah.
poster I'm talking about.
Mm.
The poster was made in 1939
Mhm.
in the UK during the height of the Second World War. Okay, and it got very popular as a sign of British,
Resilience?
like resilience
Huh.
during the Second World War.
What was the original phrase? Keep calm
Keep calm and move on.
and move on.
Sorry, keep calm and carry on.
Okay,
Keep calm and carry on. Move on. It is keep calm and move on is the phrase.
Sorry, Britishers watching this.
It's fine. Keep calm and move on.
Move on. Which is
It's a Tuesday.
It is the
Yes, it's
which
absolutely
is what the
term.
British are telling to this show now. Move
Yeah.
on.
Move on.
Continue.
It's Tuesday, innit?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Friday. It's in it. Basically, what happened in the Second World War is in September of 1940 to May of 1941, Germany, for like about 57 days straight, led a campaign of bombing Britain. Okay, it's called Blitz, the Blitz,
Right.
short for Blitzkrieg. Blitzkrieg is a German word which describes like a
Bombardment.
concentrated military attack on a specific region. It's called a Blitzkrieg. So the Blitz was the London Blitz was started in September 1940. One day, okay, during the World War, Germany decides that we have to break the UK people's morale. Because UK is controlling the World War. A lot of the Allied forces, like America and all, their base was set up in the UK. Or UK was a big part of the strategizing and various things in Second World. They were in charge a lot. And so Germany was like, we have to break the British people's morale. We have to get them to surrender. How do we do that? We lead. So they knew they outnumbered the UK fleet by 1,000,001. Like Germans, way too many planes they had. They had like the greatest engineers, the greatest firepower. World War II they had. What Germany had.
Dictator.
Yeah, of course. I'm not.
was a
I'm
joke,
not
guys. It was a
complimenting.
joke.
I'm not complimenting Germany. Just saying.
You want to say something? At that point,
Yeah.
they had the greatest dictator.
So basically, in 1940 they decided, okay, we'll break the morale, so we'll start a bombardment campaign where they were sending like close to 300, 500 planes every single night. Okay, first it started in the day, and then the campaign moved to the night, because if people can't even sleep during war,
Right.
they are even more afraid, dude. Like at night, tum so nahi sakte. You don't know when a bombarding will start in. So they were targeting all the major cities. So London was majorly impacted. A lot of London was destroyed during this time. London was there. They started then taking out their airports, their docks, ships that were transporting food to the UK during that time. They were being bombarded. So they were really trying to squeeze the UK basically. Okay, went on for 57 days non-stop, every single day. Can you imagine? You don't know. Suddenly you hear a siren, and you hear these flights, whatever, these planes coming up, and then you hear a bombardment going on. You don't know what is safe. Nothing is safe. More than like 4,300 people died in that campaign, just in London, if I'm not wrong, and then many more across the UK. So what a time. And during this time, the poster "Keep Calm and Carry On" became like the poster for resilience, for British resilience and standing in arms together. Because even though their friends and families were dying every day, their morale wasn't broken. How they got over the Blitzkrieg is they had a fleet. If I'm not wrong, it's called the RAF. The British fighters were called the RAF. I'm forgetting the full name. If someone can look this up. The RAF, they were completely outnumbered. But they knew their areas better or something. And the Royal Air Force. Wow, I could have just guessed that. I could have just guessed that.
He was right there.
Yeah, I was really right there.
It's like laptop ka password 1 2 3 4 5.
What's the British known for the most? Being
Royal.
royal.
Being royal.
So the Royal Air Force, even though they were outnumbered, had a very cool commander or a general, I'm forgetting the post again, who was able to strategize in such a way that, so they knew that the German bombers, they have to be escorted with 2 smaller fighter planes. Okay. But the fighter planes will always fall back before the bomber reaches London, or can surpass London or whatever, because they don't have the same amount of fuel. Bombers can carry, because the bigger can carry more fuel, so they can go longer. But the fighter jets can't. So the fighter jets will fall back. At that point, these RAF fighters would come in and then take the bomber down before it could do more damage and shit. So like they fought this war so smartly, the UK. At least in that region of the world, because they did fucked up things to us.
Sure
during that time.
they must have made this into a movie at some point, right? Because the World War II movies are like.
I'm sure. Indian context, no.
Okay.
That's where.
But how will you put this into Indian context?
So
hero to
getting there.
hero decided it's Akshay Kumar. That's for sure.
Sure. Kya,
Wait. Which side is he fighting for?
मतलब जिस कमांडर ने सब सोचा रहेगा कि कैसे इसको टेक डाउन करना है बॉम्ब और जेट्स को, वो तो अक्षय कुमार ही प्ले कर रहा है. बट इंडियन कॉन्टेक्स्ट में आएगा कैसे?
So during that time, there were a lot of Indian expats that were in the US. In the UK. Either their families were there.
Okay.
They had been taken there as labor, and then stayed there. They established their families there. So we can follow one of these families. In that time, they're also in the heart of all this, dude, because India still under British rule towards the waning end of it, but still there. And part of what got us out of independence was our participation in World War II.
Correct,
we gave them soldiers, and they were like, okay, fine, we got your back a little bit, whatever. fucking bullshit.
But we take all the jewels.
Yeah, and all the money. And all the money.
And some part of your country also.
Yeah. So we could follow this, and then having to go through what an immigrated family that has gone there, already they are far from home,
Right.
and then having to go through this shit. I get goosebumps even now thinking about I'm just sitting randomly, and a bomb raid starts. Like, we can't even imagine that shit now. in today's
Also, I'm
world.
pretty sure the bunkers and whatever safety measures that were made,
Dude, how
they must
long?
have been only for the white people. I'm sure they didn't take immigrants. And
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Indians,
That's very possible.
yeah.
They were racist as fuck.
Yeah.
So maybe they should have. Right? No.
I like how it changed.
Wait, are we literally as Indians feeling bad for the
are
British?
you pro-racist?
Is that what's happening?
Snayhil, huh?
Is that what's happening, dude?
You just cast Akshay Kumar as a British general.
मैं तो इंडियन कॉन्टेक्स्ट में बिठा रहा था भाई.
Yeah. Oh, you were saying Indian army is there? वहाँ पे Indian army होती हुई है.
इंडियन सोल्जर्स ने कोई हेल्प तो कर ही रहे थे. ये भी तो हो सकता है.
RAF and IF.
भाई देखो, RAF का जो जिसने क्रेडिट लिया वो ब्रिटिशर होगा, बट जिसने दिमाग लगाया वो इंडियन ही होगा.
We can have a scene where somehow this Indian says something के.
हाँ, which triggers that thought.
Oh, yeah,
अगर हम ये दो plane गिरा,
ये दो plane जो
what's the brown man saying?
Yeah.
So he's saying he's making this joke that if you could only make two.
Bloody genius. Oh my God! Why didn't we think about that? Churchill.
इनका 3 गुना लगान माफ कर.
अभी तक चल रहा है. यार 1940 से आ गया यार, छोड़ो लगा रहा है.
But yeah, that's a good topic. I'd love to see.
No, I told you, like, that's when, they had made these posters in 1939,
For
but
the
they hadn't
morale.
really gotten big.
Yeah.
So these posters during this blitzkrieg and all were put up all over London. The Keep Calm and Move On posters were put up all over London. And it became a thing where, we are together in this, but keep calm. Don't go overboard with your panic, because I'm sure people were panicking anyway. Keep calm, move on, became like a way of saying
That's
okay,
interesting,
things are fine.
because in Hollywood at least, there's this phases, right? So like we had the product, there was a film called the Emoji Movie, okay?
Yeah,
So
correct.
they're literally making films on emoji. Then last year there were a bunch of movies on products. Like there was a film called Blackberry. There was a
Barbie.
film on Barbie, exactly. So now it's
Oppenheimer. There's a
it is
product.
it's assumed that the next wave will be meme movies. So this can be one of the meme movies. Like how did this meme come to be?
Oh,
So yeah.
I mean, don't make this into of all things. A World War II movie should not be a movie.
But nice.
Don't make it into me.
Arey, it is a meme. Keep calm and
I know.
yeah. Cool.
Okay. Okay.
Very nicely put. Now, should I go next?
देख लो, मतलब मेरा तो weakest है.
So on 12th March 1930, something major happened. Do you guys remember what? This was in all our textbooks.
आपने Google किया है भाई, हमने नहीं
Do you
किया.
remember?
You guys have heard of this event called the Dandi March?
Yeah,
Oh,
of course.
yes.
So here's my pitch for
वो
the
मैं
movie.
अभी होकर आया पता है दांडी मार्च में नहीं
दांडी जाके
वहाँ के साबरमती
हाँ।
आश्रम होकर आया भाई क्या
wow.
ब्यूटीफुल आश्रम भाई
Okay, wow.
एंड माय मुंबई ब्रेन वेंट लाइक यार इसको तो रिवर साइड घर है कितना महंगा रहेगा
Of course, bro. You go anywhere.
I go anywhere and I'm
Yeah,
like, इसका रेंट कितना होगा ना अगर ये मुंबई में होगा तो।
literally says ashram, but you were like, how much does it cost?
And then you compare prices with Bombay,
I
and you
swear.
fucking hate your life in Bombay. after that.
Good thing Gandhiji didn't have to pay rent.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Bro, of course.
So anyway, my pitch is not
That's an interesting
not
thought.
the
dude. Gandhi did not pay rent. I just
yeah.
realized, yeah.
Can I pitch my movie?
Sorry. I never thought of that. Yeah,
Bro, he did a lot more जो हम लोग नहीं कर रहे हैं।
Correct. That's true.
वो बैठ के
Dandi
डिस्कस
March.
नहीं कर रहे थे।
Like Dandi
What
March.
do we पिक्चर बना रहे थे?
Sorry, go ahead.
Sure. Done? Okay. So anyway, my pitch is an anthology movie because the march went on for 26 days.
Okay.
So Gandhiji is not a character in this movie.
Okay.
It's the thousands of people who followed him. But like small thing, like some guy must have been in charge of the route of the march. Okay, who had to make sure Gandhiji doesn't take a wrong turn. Okay, I want his story.
Imagine if someone took a wrong turn.
yeah, exactly. So what would have happened then? So some group of people was responsible for that, right? Then among the thousands that followed, that's one story.
Yeah.
Another story you can follow is somebody must have been a part of the march, not knowing what it is. कि इतने लोग जा रहे हैं कहीं तो जा रहे होंगे. Let's follow and see what happens.
Yeah.
What happened to that? Maybe by the end of the march he was actually converted. कि oh yes, हम नमक के लिए ये कर रहे हैं. मुझे तो पता भी नहीं था. There must have been some people who dropped out. Like 26 days तक कौन चलेगा यार? मतलब at some point they must have like been like, is it really worth it? You know, something. So my thing is just like small stories within the Dandi March, and Gandhi is just like a larger presence in the background. But we don't see him. Maybe we see his hand when he's doing the salt cutting. Maybe we see his silhouette somewhere. So he's not in the movie. It's about the people who followed him, and it's one of the events that's actually depicted also on our notes. At least on one of the notes reviews we read where he's reading. So I was like, yeah, we
note पे.
अभी भी है. Used to be on I think 20 or 10 का note.
10 रुपए के नोट पे तो होता था.
Yeah.
I think a lot of us haven't looked at notes in a while.
Oh, okay. Plastic
cheap
money. तो हाँ मेरा वो है Dandi March, but not through Gandhi's perspective, through the perspective of the.
आपको ADs पे पिक्चर बनाना है.
It's
ADs पे.
It's sounding also like
Assistant
a little
directors
bit
पे.
like Bheed, a little bit.
I haven't seen Bheed, but somewhat.
I mean, I haven't seen
नहीं,
Bheed, but
so
I get the kind of.
भीड़ का concept एकदम ही अलग है भाई. Like people are like. मतलब I can see why would you say that, because there are like a lot of people
and they're walking.
And they're walking.
And it's black and white. Snayhil, what do you have? Historical event.
My historical event would be जिसके ऊपर मैं फिल्म देखना चाहूँगा. That is the like.
I literally thought you were looking up an historical event right now. I want to talk about.
The thing is, bhai, like there's this सुभाष चंद्र बोस की डेथ के ऊपर I would want to watch a film. Like so
बन चुकी भाई.
I know like बन चुकी है. There's also a Bengali film अगर आपने देखी है तो goes by the name Gumnami.
Yes.
ठीक है. It's a Bengali film. बहुत प्यारी film है. It caters to all the theories of Gumnami Baba. So कहते हैं कि सुभाष चंद्र बोस was a master of disguise. तो जब उनके प्लेन में आग लगी, जब उनका प्लेन क्रैश हुआ तो
I'm thinking of Dhoom 2. Subhash Chandra Bose in Dhoom 2 as master of disguise.
He doesn't learn. He just doesn't learn. But anyway,
खुद के टाइम पे तो अंग्रेज लोगों का वो बोल के निकल लिया.
It's a funny thought, dude.
हमारे टाइम पे गांधी जी रेंट पे करते हैं. सुभाष चंद्र बोस धूम में थे.
Yeah, like imagine a cool secret agent Subhash
That-
Chandra
that's
Bose.
he
what
was a cool secret agent.
That's what,
That's all. So, like there are theories that he escaped the crash.
Yeah.
And then he lived his entire life and went by the name Gumnami Baba. So उस रिसर्च और उसके ऊपर एक फिल्म बनाई है गुमनामी, जो बंगाली में है.
पर तेरे को लगता नहीं इस कंस्पिरेसी थ्योरी में सटलिटी है ही नहीं. इन्होंने नाम भी गुमनामी
ही रख दिया. हाँ, मतलब वो फिल्म तो आई वुड वांट कि मतलब आई थिंक उनके लास्ट ईयर्स से लेके उनकी डेथ वाले इंसिडेंट से लेके उनके गुमनामी बाबा वाली थ्योरीज पे उन सब पे अगर हम लोग एक हिंदी सिनेमा में एक फिल्म बनाए, दैट वुड बी अ ग्रेट वॉच.
Okay.
Absolutely. Because we've all heard rumors, even like up till like the last 5 years.
Yeah.
That
भाई ये this is one of the biggest and most popular conspiracy theories of.
So your historical event is the crashing of Subhash Chandra
Yeah,
Bose's
so like
plane.
a lot of people claim ना कि ये अब जैसे जापान वाले claim करते हैं कि भाई
वो
वहाँ के हैं और ये हम लोग कहते हैं कि वो इधर के हैं, और you know there are a lot of things attached to this one event. So I would want a film.
The story, the event could be similar to D.B.Cooper.
Yeah.
Where the story of D.B.Cooper is that it was a person in the 70s who hijacked a plane, a one-man person, like a one person, hijacked a plane and got away with like some, like for its time, like exorbitant
When
amount
the
of money.
plane
500,000.
landed, there was no record of that passenger, I think.
No, there was a record, but they had no idea of tracking it, no way of
Oh.
tracking him.
Oh,
Still don't know who he was. There were no photos. But the only record of the passenger was his ticket, which said D.B.Cooper. Now people don't even know if that was a real name. But
They teased this in Loki. the
yeah,
first
he's
season,
D.B.Cooper. He plays D.B.Cooper for that one scene.
By the way, if anyone wants to watch Gumnami, बंगाली फिल्म है, सबटाइटल्स के साथ देखनी पड़ेगी.
So, genre? Let's do genre.
Yeah, let's do genre.
Because
Absolutely.
superhero, I have not thought of it. I would like to see more dark comedies in Hindi cinema.
Agreed.
What I realized is that, so when it comes to genre, right, I was thinking like what should I so first I thought कि एक middle of the road cinema करके एक हुआ करता था, like the kind of film that Basu Chatterjee and Rishikesh Mukherjee used to make, which was like the hero used to be a middle class person. Okay, he was not heroic, he was a middle class person going about his everyday life, and something used to happen. And then I thought that both these genres, like middle of the road cinema and dark comedy, have both pivoted from movies to streaming, especially dark comedy, right? A lot of, like for example, the Raj and DK shows, in a way they are also dark comedy. But what I'm thinking of, so like you remember in the mid 2000s, early to mid 2000s, there were these Ram Gopal Verma type films. There was a film called My Wife's Murderer or something like that, which was like which had Anil Kapoor in the lead. Okay. And plot ये था, he kills his wife, and then he goes about like how do I deal with the body, but it's dealt in a comedic way. So the stakes are very high because a murder has happened, but it's dealt in a comedic way.
like that.
भाई अफसोस जो show
Afsos,
था.
हाँ, that's what I'm saying. So a lot of that has gone to streaming.
Yeah.
I would love to see stuff like that back in theaters.
Sure, yeah.
Because
But will people go to watch this stuff in
that's
theaters?
the thing. So you need to have either have a big star or some sort of a hook.
Or a very good script, I think.
Very good script doesn't get people into theaters, I think.
12th fail, I beg to differ.
भाई again क्या आपको पसंद नहीं है?
पसंद नहीं, but I'm like it didn't open well. It like
So again हाँ, मैं भी यही
But
बोलने वाला
on a
था.
20 crore budget, it on like
भाई
66
भाई
70
12th
crores.
fail का ना, it's again 12th fail is one in a many years वाला film, right?
Correct.
ठीक है, so वो film हर aspect में कमाल है.
No, but like see, Andhadhun content was
actually Andhadhun is kind of So yeah, Shriram Raghavan does this a lot.
Yeah.
Ek Hasina Thi.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas might be. We're recording this before we've seen Merry Christmas, so that seems like a dark comedy kind of a space. But yeah, Shriram Raghavan is one guy who's still making them. So I would like more people to make dark comedies in Hindi cinema.
Dude, yeah, I think we don't do comedies enough nowadays anyway.
वो तो मतलब छोड़ ही दो, वो तो क्या ही बोल रहे
हैं. Either making terrible comedies which are not funny and like at all.
Yeah.
Like this Rohit Shetty and this Houseful that fucking is being made right now.
Houseful 5, Welcome 3.
Wait.
They're dark for a completely different reason.
It's a dark time in comedy.
But actually the other day I was also thinking this कि the role of a comedian in the industry zero ही हो गया.
हाँ.
Like you know, like films like चुप चुप के, जो ये मैं recent वाली बात कर रहा हूँ. पुराने में तो कमाल कॉमेडीज बनती थी. अभी के टाइम में जैसे अभी चुप चुप के बनी, या मैं भागम भाग देख रहा था उस दिन. Do you also think that this is more because the audience has become so sensitive about jokes?
No, it's because the heroes have become comedians.
Yeah,
वो तो है
exactly.
ही है.
Heroes want
वो
all
तो
the
है ही
jokes.
है. वो तो मतलब like a
सबको
role
लगता
of
है
a
comedy कर सकता
centric
है.
comedian तो वो गया ही है.
Yeah.
वो अब जैसे for example
Johnny Lever, for example.
मैं वो देख रहा था, कार्तिक आर्यन की कौन सी फिल्म आई है अभी, सत्यवर्मी कथा है शायद, या शहजादा है, शायद शहजादा थी, जिसमें राजपाल यादव एक सीन के लिए,
I think शहजादा होगी शायद,
शहजादा ही थी, जिसमें पुलिस वाले बनकर आता है और उनके बंगले पे आता है एक सीन के लिए. ब्रो लाइक राजपाल यादव इज अ लेजेंड हमारे इंडस्ट्री का व्हेन इट कम्स टू कॉमेडी. एक सीन के लिए, और वो पूरी पिक्चर इज कॉमेडी. Like Rajpal Yadav could have easily had like a much bigger role.
Absolutely,
and I think same is with Satyamani Katha also. वो दूध वाले बनकर आते हैं राजपाल यादव, और सिर्फ 2 सीन के लिए.
So like there was similar in Kathal also. Rajpal Yadav had a small role in that, and again it was just a few scenes.
Maybe he just wants to do small roles now.
Yeah, could be.
But I don't agree the audience part, because Donkey mein there is a fat shaming joke and the theater was laughing at it. Donkey mein there is a joke about one of the characters sees a black person and it's like हमको अफ्रीका में तो नहीं छोड़ दिया. That got a big laugh. So it's not like people are very sensitive about laughing at things. They are laughing at old timey jokes also. So,
yeah. So but because
you make any character fart on screen, people will laugh.
Maybe because these are like classic things we've been laughing at.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's not the case that audiences are now very cautious about what to laugh at. I think maybe at comedy shows, but definitely not in theaters.
I think for sure the hero aspect has a
hero.
bigger
भाई अब
part
तो
to
पूरा
play.
फिल्म ही हीरो बना रहा है ना.
Yeah,
विलन भी
exactly.
विलन भी नहीं है almost.
Everyone is like, yaar, why am I not saying the funny line? Why am I not making the kicker here? You know.
Yeah.
So fair, in a way fair, because everyone wants spotlight, and it's the business of vanity. So what are you gonna do?
I feel like the stand-up comedians have the knack of making dark comedies. Like Afsos was also written by Anirban Das.
Anirban and sorry.
And so yeah, they have a knack of dark comedy. I hope it comes back into the movies. But what are some genres?
Hey, did you guys see the trailer of Killer House?
The Konkona.
Sorry, Killer Soup. Killer Soup.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great, dude.
Bro,
Looks amazing.
कोंकणा और मनोज वाजपेयी को लेके पिक्चर बनाएंगे.
And it's Abhishek Chaubey, right?
तो होना ही है.
Yeah,
it's Abhishek.
who made Sonchiria and I think this one also.
Looks great.
Great,
like
great.
Dead Ishkiya he made, I think. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So just a random shout out to Killer Soup. It was just crossed my mind. So I'm done with my genre. You're done with yours.
No, I'm
No.
done with you. You're not done with
You're
yours.
not done with
mine?
yours.
I didn't talk about my genre yet.
No.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. I thought I started. Have you guys seen the movie Heat? No, sorry,
Yes.
not Heat. Sorry, what is the movie's name? Sorry. Have you guys seen the movie Rush?
The racing movie?
Yeah, the
Yes.
Chris Hemsworth racing movie.
Yeah.
Not
Rush hour.
Very good.
Ford versus Ferrari देखी है मैंने. If that helps.
I mean, Rush is better.
Yeah, it's a much better. Like it's because the races are very adrenaline fueled, and like you can't wait for to see what actually happens next and all that. It's very good. Story is great. It's about a real life rivalry between two fighters.
उसमें से एक का नाम
Niki Lauda. Yes, you all remember the name. It's an actual racer's name.
It's a German surname. Why are you laughing?
Yeah.
Niki Lauda?
Niki Lauda is his actual name.
Hey, ऐसे नहीं बोलते हैं पिक्चर में.
Niki Lauda.
Lauda?
Yeah, that's his name. Whatever you say.
Don't beep this. It's his
It's actual
surname.
name, man.
पता है हम लोग ना स्कूल में हम ना असेंबली में क्या होता था.
Yeah.
स्कूल सॉन्ग आते थे. लाइक असेंबली में पूरा असेंबली होने के बाद एंड में कॉयर था, वो स्कूल सॉन्ग आता था. तो एक बार ना ऐसा हुआ कि हमारा वेस्टर्न म्यूजिक टीचर नहीं आया, तो स्कूल को यार हमारे हिंदी म्यूजिक टीचर को पियानो पे बजाना पड़ा स्कूल सॉन्ग. ठीक है, वो मस्त पियानो पे बजा रहा है, बच्चे गा रहे हैं एंड बीच में इज लाइक गर्ल्स लाउडा. बेचारा लाउडर बोलना चाह रहा था माइक पे, पूरे बड़ी असेंबली में इज लाइक गाइस लाउडा.
All the guys go Lauda. Nice. Lauda. Come on, guys. Guys, still not loud enough.
That's a movie I would like to see.
So in the movie, race is between these two actual real life F1 racers who actually existed, James Hunt and Niki Lauda. It's the race between them. I know it's not gonna be old, so it's a very good movie.
Okay.
Made me realize that we don't make good racing movies.
Bro, Tara Rampam.
Exactly. तो Tara Rampam
We literally have 3 films called Race. Okay, Race 1, 2, and 3. My business is my business. None
of your business, bro.
Yeah, but
actually, you know what? Bazigar had that sequence, intro sequence.
Go-karting.
That's true. Yeah, fair.
That was go-karting.
Jo Jeeta Wo Sikandar is.
But that's cycle race.
Movie,
Cycle
yeah.
race.
So, it's a race.
I'm sure.
Oh, are you telling us that those weren't cars? Thanks, man. We had to realize.
ऐसे तो भाग मिलकर भाग भी बनाई है.
But yeah, we don't make enough good car racing films. I think we definitely should be doing more. I'm sure there are very interesting races in Indian history that have happened. Even like in covering an F1 that happens in India would be an interesting take. I don't really have a great answer as to what the movie could be. I just like to see good racing movies, and they are always adrenaline pumping. It's a good sports movie, so it's always going to be inspiring also.
Yeah.
So yeah, make more racing films.
दिलीप कुमार की पिक्चर है नया दौर, उसमें क्लाइमैक्स में घोड़ा गाड़ी का रेस.
घोड़ा गाड़ी का रेस है, यस. नया दौर बहुत बढ़िया फिल्म है.
पर घोड़ा गाड़ी का रेस काफी पुराना दौर हो गया. नया तो नहीं.
ठीक है, चलो.
Just 1 minute silence for that joke.
For that joke's
cool.
great.
So racing movies is your genre.
Yes.
What about you?
My genre would be more real life mysteries.
वही तूने गुमनामी यहाँ भी बिठा दिया.
नहीं रियल लाइफ मिस्ट्रीज एज इन जैसे मैं आपको एपिसोड से पहले बता रहा था कि बर्मुडा ट्रायंगल का मिस्ट्री कभी मतलब उसके ऊपर फिल्म नहीं देखी है मैंने, एटलीस्ट हमारे एरिया में.
हमारे ट्रायंगल
हमारे एरिया में, ठीक है.
In our triangle, in Bombay triangle, we don't
In
see Bermuda
Aramnagar,
triangle.
there's been no movie on Bermuda Triangle.
For one of the biggest mysteries is Kailash Parvat का mystery.
Oh, what's the mystery?
Also Kailash Parvat.
Not the restaurant.
कि रेस्टोरेंट शुरू कैसे हुआ?
Yeah.
कैसे शुरू कैसे हुआ? उनकी पानी पूरी
कैलाश
गीली कैसे
पर्वत
नहीं
ही
हो
है
रही?
ना?
कैलाश पर्वत एक जगह है. But
Yeah,
anyway,
Infinity Mall के सामने वो क्या है?
Bro, correct. Kailash Parvat is
कैलाश
a
पर्वत
chain of
ही है
restaurants
ना?
in Bombay.
Sorry.
And
Continue.
I didn't know.
you've never seen a single Kailash Parvat?
You should go. They have good food.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
ये कैलाश पर्वत पहुंचा है.
so that's the
वो
thing.
तो ये थी
Guys,
mystery.
guys, hold on.
चला भटूरे देते थे. ये थी mystery. Sorry, what's the actual mystery?
So Kailash Parvat is the abode of Lord Shiva as जो हमारे scriptures और हमारे epics में लिखा है, ठीक है. But the mystery around that is कि people who've tried to climb it haven't been able to. Like nobody in the history of mankind has ever been able to climb Kailash Parvat.
It's an unclimbed peak is what you're saying.
Yeah.
But then why is that a mystery? There's a lot of mountains.
So वही ना भाई, a lot of people have tried. I've always been very vocal about my interest in our scriptures, our epics and stories about those. तो अगर मैं अपना wishlist बता रहा हूँ तो I would want कि हमारे scriptures में जितनी mysteries हैं जो कहते हैं कि आज के time पे भी exist करती हैं and people have not been able to find answers to, I would want movies and want films on.
What you just said reminded me of a movie called Man from Earth. You must have seen this.
Who's in it?
Man from, it's nobody famous.
Okay.
But it became very big because very popular. It had like a small cult following and all, like whatever. Because Man from Earth is about a guy who on his last, he's a college professor. Okay, on his last day as a college professor in that college, he gathers his intellectual faculty friends at his house and basically reveals to them that he is basically immortal. He has been alive since almost the beginning of mankind.
Oh yes, I was.
He is what was Jesus back in the day. He has been all these amazing historical figures throughout history, and just because of him being him, people have given him different titles over history. But it's all been him. So that could be like an interesting angle, you know, like there's a man, and you don't, they never really say
Right.
whether is he actually Shiva, is he an incarnation, is he just a man who thinks he's Shiva, or is he just a man in general? So they never really say it, but that could be the like a possible angle you take. You know, you reach there, or somebody reaches there, and they meet a person, and they have like these amazing eye-opening experiences.
You mean third eye opening?
Nicely done.
So like as like कहते हैं कि जिन लोग ने चढ़ने का ट्राई किया वो like उनके हाथ में पूरा रास्ता है, they've all figured it out कि कैसे जाना है, ऐसे जाना है, and then after बहुत समय का climbing they reach the same point where they started from, कि मतलब वो वहीं पे कहीं घूम जाते हैं, वो कभी ऊपर तक पहुंच नहीं पाते. टाइम वर्क्स डिफरेंटली. लोगों के लाइक पीपल हैव सेड कि जितने नॉर्मली हम लोग यहाँ पे गए तो आधे घंटे में हमारे बाल इतने लंबे हो गए, हमारे नाखून इतने लंबे हो गए, जो कि नॉर्मली इन नॉर्मल एज एंड टाइम में नहीं होते. तो ऑल दीज थिंग्स, ऑल दीज स्टोरीज दैट कम आउट ऑफ दैट एरिया, आई थिंक
Abbas, you should go there.
I was like, WhatsApp पढ़ना थोड़ा कम कर दे यार स्नेहिल. But
these are the stories that come out of
Abbas goes there, comes back, and
then I'll be like, yeah.
This makes sense, yeah.
No, but have you seen this film called Vertical Limit?
Right.
It's about
Yeah,
climbing
yeah.
the Kanchenjunga. I think you would like that film. So yeah, that's hardcore mountaineering film. But yeah,
Hardcore mountaineering film, but then fucking brutal end. I mean,
yeah,
you know the
that's
end.
true. Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
End is brutal. So basically, mystery
real life
conspiracy
mysteries that stem from epics.
theory. Okay,
Epic.
that's a very specific genre. Nice. Cool. Let's do the last round of pitches,
Yes,
suggestions,
yes.
ideas.
Superhero films, baby.
Superhero films. So you were saying you have an interesting idea.
I have an interesting one.
Yeah.
Okay, so first though, I thought of so one of my favorite shows is Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and on that
For
there
the
is-
1000th time, yes.
on that there is a very famous episode about how the characters in the show are coming up with their own superhero who they realize can smell crime.
Oh, okay.
He can smell crime before it's about to happen. So he reaches there because he has like a dog nose, and it goes very bizarre and very stupid. It's starring Dolph Lundgren, if you know what Dolph Lundgren is. But it's very funny. Anyway, so basically, I thought of a hero who is very insecure, like a typical hero character. You know, hero's journey. He will from not that confident character grow into a confident character. He's an insecure, not confident, shy kind of man who goes about his life. He turns out he has the power that every time he is, say, badmouthed or insulted or shown like some kind of nicha, okay, he gets more power. But that's only physical strength. The more you insult him, more physically strong he gets.
What is this weird kink?
Okay, he gets physically stronger.
Humiliation kink.
I'll be the strongest on this podcast.
यार पर वो humiliation kink नहीं होता है, like
Yeah,
insult me baby.
Sure. Yeah, that could be it. So that's part of it. I thought
Okay.
of that angle, by the way. Like, or you know, like maybe he finds it out while having
अंतरिक्ष को ये
sex.
idea कैसे आया होगा?
Bondage.com.
Antariksh is involved somewhere and he's like, that could be a good episode.
Hey, you know what? Write it down. So basically, emotionally, he's still fucking damaged. Okay, it doesn't help him become emotionally stronger. Physically, he is able to fight crime if someone insults him. Okay. He becomes strong enough to fight crime. So in base level, he's barely stronger than a regular human.
Question.
Huh.
So let's say whatever the criminal insults him, he gets stronger, he beats him up.
Yeah.
Then does he go back to his normal
Yeah, it
body
wanes.
shape?
It wanes.
Okay.
To refill, you have to someone else.
एक सेकंड कहीं
That's a good angle.
ये थोड़ा
good angle.
What?
Dhika just give a good angle. It's like
Like
if
कोई
someone
उसकी तारीफ
compliments
कर
him, yeah, his
वो
power
और
is-
weak हो जाता है. Also doesn't it sound like the Hulk, bro? Like
अभी
कोई
kind
से
of,
गुस्सा
but-
दिला रहा है और वो और
Yeah,
ताकतवर हो रहा
fair,
है.
but see,
That's my secret. I'm always insulted.
There are these superhero types that already exist.
Yeah,
like every
of course.
superhero
Of course,
is a
yeah,
rip-off of
yeah.
Superman,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
You know, so there are these like things that already. So the journey is
Basically, so if you can never do a comedy roast of this guy because he'll just, the more you insult him, the more he'll powerful.
Hey, but
he'll
he's
keep
also
getting.
insecure, no?
That's true.
He's feeling really bad inside. But like, hey, dekh lo mere ko bahar mil. You know, that
Like he'll be hitting but crying.
Exactly.
Wow, what a torturous
Yeah.
superpower to
Yeah.
have.
Like he says, yes, call me, whatever, like, you know, dirty names and all. She calls him like, hey, bitch. And he gets like, he starts having sex extra hard and all.
ये idea इसको normally सोचते हुए नहीं आया है.
Yeah,
For
you know,
sure.
anything can happen.
But
then,
in that, go ahead.
अब
नहीं, मैं
बात को
सोच रहा हूँ
इतने doubts है.
so see.
In a king scenario, you
now,
want to be called, you want to be insulted.
So
Here-
he hates being insulted.
That's what he's insecure
Yeah.
about.
He hates this.
Yeah.
But if this is the way to save people, he's also a nice person, you know. So like if this saves people, I gotta get
मैं
you
तुम
insulted.
लोग
So
के लिए
now,
गाली
so there
खा
will be
लूंगा.
scenarios in the film
हाँ.
where he sees like, you know, major crime happening. He's like, oh shit, I need my powers. Hey, क्या मेरे को गाली देना please गाली
That's what I'm
देना.
saying.
मैं तो जानता नहीं हूँ चूती है. हाँ, good. और थोड़ा.
He needs to have his own Commissioner Gordon character who just keeps insulting
Yeah,
people.
He needs to have a sidekick.
Yeah, see, there's no bat symbol. It says chutiya in this guy. Crank is that. So Crank, if you've seen Jason Statham,
I haven't seen the film. I know
there's
of the
Crank
film.
1 and 2 both exist.
Yeah.
Both are great.
Okay.
It's about a guy who. The first one is about a guy who cannot be stationary because his heart cannot
Oh,
go
right.
below a certain heartbeat, and if it goes below that, he'll literally die. Okay, so he has to keep his heart fucking pumped up. So the entire movie is him just either running, doing extravagant action. Jason Statham, dude.
Yeah.
Doing extravagant action, having sex in public. You know. So this movie. I don't know.
I think best casting for this Ranveer Singh.
You're thinking? You know what I thought? As like you know, like throwing people like what to expect, kind of like throwing like a total different ballpark. Nawazuddin Siddiqui.
Bro.
Wait, no, I'll tell you why. Because Nawazuddin is not physically strong. Like he doesn't look like a physically strong person, right?
Yeah.
But for a superhero film, that will be amazing to see this guy overcoming all these odds and still rising up to be a good superhero.
अंतरिक्ष ने सोचा कौन सा हीरो जिसको गाली देने का मन करता है.
नवाजुद्दीन सिद्दीकी.
No, I didn't realize that.
क्या रे क्या बोला तू मेरे को. By the way, have you guys seen the trailer for the new Jason Statham movie? It's called The Beekeeper.
Okay.
Where he's
Oh, yeah.
playing a beekeeper, but he's also a secret agent.
That's Jason Statham.
So essentially, wherever he has to,
every
everything.
Jason Statham
Yeah.
movie ever.
wherever he has to go solve like whatever, take care of business or whatever, create chaos, he goes there as a beekeeper, and then I think the honey he uses is flammable. Okay, so literally the last line of the trailer is like, who knew honey could be flammable? Shit like that. But yeah, it's gonna be on 12th January. So yeah.
Same day as Merry Christmas.
Yes. Okay, so that's a great superhero film. What do you have?
So मेरे पास एक सुपर पावर है बट वो मैं उसको सुपर विलन में तब्दील कर दूँ.
okay.
ठीक है. So I would want like a woman जो
I'm very cautious where this is going to go. Go ahead.
ठीक है. So अब World War II के टाइम पे ऐसा जैसे हिटलर कहता था कि मुझे सिर्फ आयरन रेस ही चाहिए, एंड जो भी आयरन रेस नहीं होता था वो उसको मार
एलिमिनेट करता था.
ठीक है, एलिमिनेट कर देता था. तो मैं एक ऐसा सिनेरियो बिल्ड करता हूँ जहाँ पे एक इंडिया में एक ऐसी लेडी है जो
डिक्टेटर है.
नहीं, जो
That would be the 70s. Anyway, go ahead.
जो एक प्रेग्नेंट वुमन के वूम्ब पे हाथ रख के उसके जीन्स ऑल्टर कर सकती है.
Oh.
ठीक है. तो जैसे
You mean कपड़े वाले जीन्स?
Ignore that.
ठीक है, देखा अब्बास इंटरेस्टेड हो गया.
I am.
ठीक है. तो अब क्या है, ये चीज पता चलती है हिटलर को, and now he's like
इंडिया में सेट है ना,
इंडिया में सेट है, बट द वुमन इज इंडियन. बट हिटलर को ये बात पता चलती है कि इंडिया में जो कि उसकी लाइक ऑब्वियसली उसके जो एनिमीज हैं लाइक वो उनके allies हैं इंडिया, राइट? तो उसको ये पता चलता है कि इंडिया में एक ऐसी लेडी है जो जीन्स ऑल्टर कर सकती है बाय जस्ट कीपिंग हर हैंड ऑन द वूम, और अपने माइंड में जो भी जीन्स वो सोचेगी वो उस बच्चे के वो जीन्स हो जाएंगे. तो वो उसको हिटलर जो है वो उसको इंडिया से जर्मनी बुलवाता है, उसको पैसे वैसे देता है, उसको अपनी टीम का पार्ट बनाता है. एंड शी कम्स फ्रॉम अ वेरी पुअर बैकग्राउंड. तो वो शी इज लाइक ठीक है, गिव मी मनी, आई नीड टू लाइक टेक केयर ऑफ माई फैमिली एंड स्टफ लाइक दैट. तो वो उसके साइंटिस्ट का पार्ट हो जाती है. एंड उसको
he wants her to make super soldiers.
तो सुपर सोल्जर उसको आर्यन रेस बनाना है बस. तो अब जितने भी अब वो जैसे उसके एरिया में या जितने भी लोग जो भी उसके क्या कहते हैं कैदी ऑफ सॉर्ट्स हैं, जो भी प्रिजनर्स हैं, उन सबको वो जो भी उस एरिया में या उसके कॉन्सेंट्रेशन कैंप्स में या जैसे भी उनको वो ऐसे रखता है, उनको फोर्सफुली सेक्स करवाता है, वो इम्प्रेग्नेट करता है विमेन को और उनको वहाँ पे लाता है उनका रेस चेंज कर उनके बच्चों को आर्यन रेस में कन्वर्ट करने के लिए. एंड दैट इज व्हेन इंडिया एक मिशन जनरेट करता है कि भाई हमें टू गेट हर बैक, एंड दिस विल बी द एंटायर स्टोरी.
Great idea is great. There is one logical flaw. Hitler would eliminate the people even if their grandfather or anybody in their lineage was non-Aryan. He would still kill them.
नहीं तो उसने उसका जीन्स चेंज कर दिया.
But the mother will still be
the kid
non-Aryan, right? The kids' genes would be changed.
हाँ, तो kids का जब जीन्स चेंज हो जाता है, जैसे ही वो बाहर आता है, he looks like a perfect Aryan baby, and then he kills the parents also.
Okay.
तो वो जितने भी ऑफस्प्रिंग्स हैं वो उन सबको लाइक द न्यू, ही इज लाइक आई एम क्रिएटिंग अ न्यू जनरेशन, दिस विल बी अ वाइप आउट ऑफ द अनप्योर रेस, और अब सिर्फ प्योर रेस आएगी. एंड वो जितने भी बच्चे आते हैं उनको पैदा करने के बाद पेरेंट्स को मरवा देता है. और फिर इंडिया में एक मिशन, एक कमेटी बैठती है, एक टीम बैठती है, वो एक मिशन बनाती है. वो क्योंकि इंडिया में हर चीज के लिए कमेटी तो बैठती है,
the most Indian thing ever.
तो वो बैठते हैं, एक टीम क्रिएट करते हैं और वो एक पूरा मिशन प्लान करते हैं टू गेट द वुमन बैक.
गुड आइडिया
ना. इसको स्टार्टिंग में डाल देना एपिसोड के ताकि यहाँ तक सुन ले लो.
just Abbas saying good idea.
Good idea.
And good idea to Snayhil. He rarely says that.
मेरा 2 आइडिया है, बहुत जल्दी मैं बता देता हूँ बिकॉज इट्स वेरी fuck all ideas. One is I thought so DC Comics has this character called Animal Man. So I love superpowers where the person does not have control over the powers. Okay.
हाँ, उस फिल्म का नाम एनिमल है भाई.
नहीं but the Animal Man concept is that this guy's superpower is that whichever animal is the nearest to him, he gets those powers. He does not have control. So if a rat is the nearest animal, he'll get the powers of a rat. If the eagle is the nearest animal, he would get this thing. So मेरा first idea था just this but छापो in Indian. Okay, like fuck DC Comics.
Fuck DC Comics. आ जाओ.
संदीप रेड्डी वांगा मेकिंग एनिमल मैन.
रणवीर कपूर अब
एनिमल पार्क के बाद एनिमल मैन आएगा.
Second idea was so similar to yours, a guy who is very conscious of his body, okay, very insecure about his body type. He gets this power where at any given point he can look at people without clothes, naked, but he does not have control over when.
He does not control
had a problem.
He does not control over when.
Yeah. So he may be in a board.
You're calling my shit sexual? What the hell, dude?
Abbas.
What the fuck?
What the fuck, Abbas?
With what mouth? कौन से मुंह से तुम?
So the film would be that he realizes that even the most beautiful of people are insecure about their own bodies because when he can see them without clothes but without his choice.
Hey, this one also Nawazuddin, no?
Yes, but it's a spin-off of your movie.
अब्बास ने अपना creepy fantasy को जो social message बनाया ना.
And then he also starts questioning the whole idea of consent. I'm like, they don't know I'm looking at them naked. But if I come forward with it, will I be labeled a creep and will I be cancelled? Okay.
Dekha,
I hope you got that. I hope you
the
got that.
only woman in the room.
Yeah, she does.
Dekha
Yeah,
goes
it's too
like,
bad. I want a woman.
goes like, yeah, boss.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
Like, why naked? Why X-ray vision only to look at people naked?
because
you
because
can't see
he's
through walls. You can't help solve
he's
crimes.
insecure about his own body.
But how is he solving crime? How is he like helping?
Not.
I didn't.
He can see the robber naked.
The brief given to me was superpower, not superhero.
ये तू चोरी कर रहा है पर मैं तुझे नंगा देख सकता हूँ.
Oh, must लग रहा है. Oh fuck, so big. Oh, compensating much.
So clearly, my movie needs a lot of rewrites.
People in the comments write Abbas is the intelligent one.
Not after this, dude.
My film deals with consent and body image issues.
By looking at people
See,
naked
no.
without their consent.
In a dumb idea, you try to insert intelligent concepts, you know.
Abbas.
That is still doesn't work.
भाई.
ये इसके उसके बाद काट देना क्या?
No.
यार इसकी स्टोरी में इसने अपने फीमेल कैरेक्टर को इतना पावर दिया, बट स्टिल ही हैज लाइक men going out and rescuing her. Why is
They can
that
be
not
women soldiers.
मैंने
problematic?
तो ये बोला ही नहीं कि जो एजेंट्स हैं वो सारे मेल
maybe
होने
a team
चाहिए.
of women soldiers go, man. You don't know this.
मेरा तो कास्टिंग भी
fine.
रेडी था भाई कि कटरीना कैफ विल बी लीडिंग फ्रॉम इंडिया.
The Jawan ladies go to
या
In
दीपिका
World War
पादुकोण.
II, Jawan
correct.
prequel.
Yeah,
दीपिका पादुकोण और कटरीना कैफ भाई. We need
Jawan
a
can
film.
also be used as the Aryan race का like euphemism. Anyway, that
ये
was
Jawan.
Anyway, so yeah, that was our episode this week. Please follow us on social media.
Absolutely.
The handles. No, we don't put the handles in the description, right? Just search
We
for our
do.
names. We do. Okay, so yeah.
He's Abbas, he's Antariksh, I am Snayhil.
And Abbas has never seen a description of the episode.
That's true. Yeah.
Abbas बस thumbnail का फोटो क्लिक करके स्टोरी डाल देता है.
Yeah. So tell us what your pitches or options will be. Your
Yes,
ideas will be
please do.
in these categories.
Absolutely.
And we'll be back soon with another pop rap wish list. Till
Hope
then,
you've already hit the like button, subscribe to the channel,
Yes.
and see you again next week.
See you again. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
IVM